All right, remember, the machine knows if you're lying. First statement, Carvana will give you a real offer on your car all online.
False.
True, actually. You can sell your car in minutes.
False? That's gotta be...
True again. Carvana will pick up your car from your door, or you can drop it off at one of their car vending machines.
Sounds too good to be true, so... True!
Finally caught on. Nice job. Honesty isn't just their policy, it's their entire model. Sell your car today, too.
Carvana.
Pickup fees may apply.
We all love a legendary comeback, and Degree Original Cool Rush is back and better than ever. Cool Rush isn't just a scent, it's a movement, a fan favorite that delivers bold, fresh vibes and all-day sweat protection. Whether you have a man that spends hours in the gym, heads into the office early, or is just trying to stay fresh on a long day, Cool Rush has their back. Head to your local Walmart or Target and grab Degree Cool Rush, the fan favorite scent from the world's #1 antiperspirant brand.
Before I get into the episode today, I wanted to get something out of the way. I've been feeling a bit under the weather the past few days, and my voice has been sort of struggling to hold up. If you notice the difference in the way I sound, that's the reason. The wrath of the Tennessee weather changes. Anyone that lives here knows it causes havoc with your sinuses. But it's also a bit weird. When we were kids, we used to be outdoors all day long and in just about any weather and season, and stuff like this never really affected us. I guess some things get better with age, like scotch or wine, and others don't so much. Like, again, when you were a kid, you could ride your bike all day long and have no problems with anything, and do it again the next day. But now, you're like, oh, I made the mistake of falling asleep in my bed, and today I can't move my head and my feet hurt when I stand. But it's not all bad, though. Some people may say once we get older, we get boring. Well, today, a blue jay and a cardinal visited the bird feeder, so joke's on you. Anyway, on with the episode. Car wrecks. Everyone has seen them, and almost everyone has been involved in one at some point in their life. In America, over 16,000 wrecks happen every single day. Nearly 7,000 of those result in injuries, and unfortunately, in the same period, a single day, over 100 people will die from a car crash. At 911, it's one of the most frequent calls we get. Hundreds a day happen in big cities. And on today's episode, I'll be playing the audio from a few wrecks that were not simple fender benders. Welcome back to Music City 911.
What was the emergency?
Yeah, there's an accident on there. There's two people down, and it's bad. It looks like two people, bikes.
Is that on racetrack in US 1?
Yes, ma'am. It's about 3 miles past the railroads, like it's a mile going from Bartram. One person. Oh shit.
You said one person's what, ma'am? I'm listening. Keep talking.
I'm sorry. One person, her leg is completely off, and
hey, we got a leg off.
And the other girl, they're very, very broken. But this other girl, her leg is completely amputated.
Okay, and where is this?
And I don't know who. Oh wait, she's moving.
She's moving. She's still breathing. I got one still breathing, Heather. You said, so how many of them are deceased now?
There are two who are completely injured. I don't know who the driver is or where the driver. No.
You know what kind of car is the driver?
I don't know. I guess the driver is gone. But I mean, we all just kind of pulled up here and saw them lying in the road here.
And they said caller's not there. You said the driver is not 1012. The driver's not on the scene.
Was it that black guy?
Ma'am?
Yeah, I'm sorry, ma'am. What was that?
No, you said the driver that hit them is not there.
No, ma'am.
She got some agonal breathing, but I don't know what agonal breathing.
I got one that's breathing.
This is getting closer to 95.
Is she breathing?
So how many people are injured?
There are 2 people injured. The one whose leg was amputated, she looks like she's breathing a little bit. The other one, her head is split open pretty bad. You can see her skull. And her legs are just broken, but they're still attached.
And you said
the one that's
they were hit. They were on a bike?
Yes, they're you can see the 2 bikes that are still here, the baskets and whatnot, and then I think this is a piece of the dude's car hanging out right here in the middle of the road.
Looks like a car hit 2 bicycles. And you said the one with her head split, you could see her skull?
Yeah, I'm sorry, say that again, please.
You said the one that has the head split open, you can see her skull?
Yes, you can see her skull.
All right. All right, we got them coming as fast as possible, ma'am.
Okay, do I need to stay on the line, or what do you need me to do?
Yeah, they can get there. We're trying to get as many more information as possible.
Okay.
Is anybody? Can you confirm that anybody is dead?
I don't think I'm qualified to say that, ma'am.
Okay.
I do hear sirens coming.
Okay. Yeah, they're coming.
But I'm not touching it.
No problem. Yeah, to tell them they're coming and stay back as far as possible. If there's people that don't move anybody, don't try to move anything, leave it for everybody.
Yeah, everything is still exactly how it was when we pulled up. There's a lot of us that kind of just stopped and ran over to see what was going on, and so we have a cop that just pulled up there now, but not an ambulance yet.
Okay, they got a deputy on scene. Yeah, we got a deputy there.
I don't know.
Okay, hold on.
And then there's one more that just pulled up too.
One more deputy? Okay, okay. So we got deputies there, Sarge. All right, let me make sure they're out and talking to you guys. Get you guys. Are they causing any, is it in the middle of the road, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a 2-lane road, so there's a lot of traffic that's backed up here. But no, there's a gentleman who tried to kind of cordon people off to, so no one tries to go through any further. But
could you tell what kind of car it was? They have a piece of the car at the scene, but she don't think they've seen the car. Okay, piece of car in there? Okay. I'm not touching it. I'm trying to look to see what it was. It looks like the front end. Like the bumper. Or no, actually it's not the bumper. It's something, a piece of the undercarriage. Okay. I think so. Don't touch it. I know. It looks like a piece of the undercarriage here. I don't know. The only car that and then there's she was dragged, and I'm walking all in it. Crap. Okay. I'm so sorry. All right. Ma'am, what's your name? Spell that for me. Okay, what's your phone number? Okay, and did you see the car what kind of car it was? I'm sorry, could you say that again, please, ma'am? Did you see what kind of car it was? Okay. No, there was one person who, when I pulled up, and I don't know how long they were sitting here before that, because I didn't see the accident happen, but there was just one black car ahead, there's 3 cars ahead of me, but there was one black car that drove off. The guy walked out and then kept going, and it was like not quite an SUV, like one of those crossover type vehicles. You did see that car leave? I did see that car leave, but I don't know if he had anything to do with it or if he just... Okay, because another caller said the same thing, so we were just making sure. Okay. Okay.
All right. Are the deputies talking to you guys?
They're talking to yes, they're talking to other people now. Yes,
they are gonna speak to you. So if you could just stay there and get some information.
Yes, sir, ma'am. Sorry.
Thank you. You have a good one.
That call came in on June 15th, 2019, to the St. Johns County Sheriff's Department's dispatch. The wreck itself happened in the 5400 block of Racetrack Road in St. Johns, Florida, a rural area nearly equidistant from St. Augustine and Jacksonville. When responders arrived at the scene, they found two bicyclists laying on the ground. Despite all efforts, the victims, 53-year-old Bonnie Perry and 61-year-old Suzanne Landino, died as a result of the crash. The car that hit them was nowhere to be found. Investigators started looking around and gathering evidence. The piece of the vehicle that was left at the scene was enough to figure out what sort of car it was. In this case, it was a black Hyundai Azera, which was a full-size sedan. Further investigations led them to the specific suspect vehicle and its owner. That was in Jacksonville, Florida. They then went to interview the owner, trying to determine first if it was his car that was involved, but also if the owner was the driver when the collision happened. The owner declined to have an interview or any sort of look at his car. Investigators were trying to do this the easy way for everyone, but that wasn't going to happen. A search warrant was obtained, and during the search they found the vehicle involved in the deadly hit and run. The owner, 38-year-old Henry Hagler III, again ran, this time away from those looking at his car. I'm guessing he thought that he couldn't keep running forever, and 4 days later, he turned himself in. He was arrested and taken into custody. During the search of his vehicle, 3 cans of beer were found inside, but he claimed those were consumed after the wreck happened. Months later in court, he pled guilty to leaving the scene of a crash with death and was sentenced to 8 years in prison. That would be followed with 7 years of probation as well as a 10-year suspension of his driver's license. He would also have to serve 250 hours of community service. This all came from him leaving the scene. During his sentencing, the judge remarked that depending on the circumstances, if he would have remained on the scene, he might not have even received a traffic ticket.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit lifelock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
This episode is brought to you by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus has movies. So many movies. The movies you've seen 1,000 times and could watch 1,000 more. Iconic movies your friends can't believe you haven't seen. New movies, classic movies, new takes on classic movies. So whether you're into Top Gun or The Naked Gun, Mean Girls or Mission Impossible, Smurfs or Sonic the Hedgehog, there's a mountain of movies to discover on Paramount Plus. Start streaming today.
I turned off news altogether.
I hate to say it, but I don't trust much of anything.
It's the rage bait.
It feels like it's trying to divide people.
If we got clear facts, maybe we could calm down a little.
NBC News brings you clear reporting. Let's meet at the facts. Let's move forward from there. NBC News, reporting for America.
The next incident, it's a newer one with 911 audio released just a few days ago. There were several calls that came in, and in an effort to try and save a little bit more of my voice, I'll not talk about each of them individually, but rather play all the calls one after another, and then talk about them and the incident afterwards.
Oh my
911, what's the address?
Oh my God, please send an ambulance. Hurry up, someone, I don't know what the hell happened. There's someone in the front of my house, please. Avenue.
Okay, what happened?
Wait, what happened, sir? What happened? I'm on the phone with the police.
What happened?
A black SUV flew down the road and hit people. This woman is on the floor.
How many people are hit?
I don't know.
How many people?
How many people are hit? It's 2 people. Holy fuck, she's. Hurry up, please, hurry up.
Ma'am, they're already on the way.
Oh my God, holy fuck. Holy shit.
Ma'am, I have everybody on the way, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right,
Please,
I just need to know how many total people are hit.
I think it's 2 people. Please hurry up.
They're coming. Ma'am, I can't make them go faster. How many? I need to know. Are they moving?
No, she's like unresponsive. I don't know. Hold on, I'm on the phone with them.
Okay. All right. I have
a camera in the front of my house.
Okay, is the SUV still there?
No, he like hit people. Oh my God. Fuck. Oh my God.
All right.
Oh my God.
All right. Does anybody still see the vehicle?
No. It was like a hit and run. Wait.
Okay.
Wait,
don't move, people. How is the other person?
She's breathing, but
Okay. So there's 2 females?
I don't know. Who else is on the street? There's someone underneath a car. This is really bad. Please send me.
All right, hold on.
Oh my God, who's under the car? I don't know. Oh my God. Okay. Send people down. Okay.
Yeah. Everybody's on the way.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. 911, what's the address of your emergency?
We got hit by cars here. We need police, ambulance, at least 2 people. One's under a car, one over there, I don't know.
Okay, can you explain to me how they got struck by a vehicle? Was it
I don't
intentional?
know. I heard the noise. I see people. They must have got hit by cars.
One person underneath a vehicle. Can you give me his status on that, Jim?
One is down the street. Not good.
All right, my partner's already got everybody on the way. I need to get an update on that patient that's underneath the vehicle. Are they conscious and breathing?
Nobody's conscious. Nobody. Everyone's done. Not moving.
All right.
It's fatal.
All right, so like I said, I do got everybody on the line with me. I'm going to answer another 911 call, okay? It looks like we got multiple coming in for the same.
All right, I'm hanging up then. I got to get my kids in the house.
Bye. 911, what's the address of your emergency?
There's a girl here on the street. Oh my God, please
people struck by a vehicle. Or do you have any updates to patients? I hear there's multiple.
Oh, please, I have no idea. I'm just coming out. There's a girl on the road and there's a car. Oh my God, please hurry.
Yeah, I have everybody on the way, okay? I got another 911, okay? I'm going to take it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
911, what's the address emergency?
Yeah. Car coming by, it looks like it hit a person who's in trouble now, and he's not moving. He's under a car. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I'm just witnessing it, but there's other people on the phone now. We need an ambulance and we need police immediately.
Okay, they're already on the way over there. Is this person under the car?
They're under the car. Yeah, the one person is under the car.
In a black car.
The person's in real distress right now.
All right, they're on the way, but stay on the line. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
They're on their way. They're on their way.
All right, sir. Is the person under the car awake?
Not looking good. I'm about 25 feet away, but not looking good.
Is that the only person that was struck?
I believe so.
From what you can tell?
Yeah. I was coming the other way. There was a car that struck him and kept going.
So this guy, he's been struck twice.
No, I think once. You know, it was really hard to see what happened. There's other people there's a bunch of neighbors out, and they might have a better idea.
Yeah, the officers will come out. But last question, I'm going to let you go. Was this a hit and run, and he just happened wound up under a parked car?
It appears like that's the case. Yeah, the ambulance is here now.
Okay.
Let me get my car out of the way. Okay.
All right. Everybody's on the way, like I said. So I appreciate you calling me, give me a little bit of update.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Have a good night.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. You too. Bye.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
Someone call about Cranford on
It's on
Burnside.
Burnside, right? Yep, we have multiple calls. We have everybody coming over there. Do you see? Is anybody like hurt or injured badly?
Everyone's in the street. Everyone's in the street.
How many cars?
Get them down here as fast as possible.
Yep, they're already on their way. We've gotten multiple calls. How many cars is it?
They said the one took off going towards downtown. It was flying. It was black. That's all I know.
The one that took off?
Yeah, the one that took off. That's all I know.
Did you see anyone driving it or no?
No. I live on the other block. I just came around the corner.
All right, one car took off. Black color. Do you know if it was a sedan? Do you know if it was a sedan or a four-door?
You got to forgive me. All the people are.
That's fine. Do you know if it was like a sedan or a four-door? Did anyone get
no idea? No idea. Some kid told me it was a black car.
Okay. Are you near him or no?
No.
So they were going where? Downtown's like towards Centennial or like going towards like the Dairy Queen area?
Pointed towards, yes. No, forgive me.
Mm-hmm.
The other side of Lincoln Park.
Other side of Lincoln Park?
You got to forgive me. There's so much happening.
Okay.
I see lights now. They're getting here.
Okay, is anybody under a vehicle or trapped under a vehicle?
What's that?
Is anybody stuck underneath a vehicle?
No. I just see one kid over here. I don't know how many people it is, but there's people coming. There's lights here.
Okay, you hear the ambulance or you see the ambulance?
It's not an ambulance. I think it's one of them. I know your job is to keep me on. My sweetheart does what you do. I understand.
Okay, all right. We have them pulling up right now. Do you see anybody?
Yeah, there's the first car just got here. We hear the sirens. I know everyone's on their way.
Okay, no problem, love.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
911, what's the address emergency?
A pedestrian just got hit by a car.
We have multiple calls. Everybody's on the way, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
Lincoln Avenue West. There looks like a car accident to an e-bike. There's nobody on the bike and there's nobody in the car. But the car looks like it's about to catch fire.
What's the location?
I'm at Lincoln Ave West, the neighbor says. I'm in Cranford, it looks like.
Cranford?
Yes. I am.
All right. Did you see if there were multiple people involved, or is it
there's an e-bike and there's a car, but neither are here. Not a human nor either person either.
What kind of vehicle is it?
Airbags off. It's here comes an ambulance. Hold on. It's a little Ford truck. There's a bunch of cops coming already.
Yeah, we got multiple calls and an e-bike, correct?
All right. Yeah, people just driving by. Yeah.
All right.
I didn't go in the car because I'm not going near that.
No, absolutely. Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
They're here. They're on ride.
All right. Bye-bye.
The amount of calls when someone gets hit like this, it can be huge. This depends on several factors like what time of day, if the wreck happens on a major street, etc. For example, if there's a rollover crash, which we generally get at least one or two of those a day in Nashville, most of the time they're on the interstate, and it seems like nearly every driver that is close by will call to report it. While we do absolutely need info about the wreck, as you could hear there, several of the callers didn't have any incredibly new or varying information. This can tie up the phones and the dispatchers, answering call after call about the same thing and making it harder for someone else with an emergency to get through. If you're not sure someone has already called, absolutely dial 911. But if you're like some of these people, all standing around in the same area, and with at least one of them saying that several people are calling in about it, likely indicating most people are standing around with a phone to their ear. A simple, "Has anyone called 911 about this?" announcement might have saved tying up so many dispatchers. This incident happened in Cranford, New Jersey on Monday, September 29th at around 5:30 p.m. As you could hear on the final call, police and paramedics arrived pretty quickly. And much like the last incident, they found 2 people on the ground after they were hit while riding a bike. Also, like the last incident, it was a hit and run. But the details surrounding this couldn't be more different than the first incident. The 2 victims, Maria Naotis and Isabella Salas, both just 17 years old, died as a result of the collision. It was reported that when they were hit, the vehicle that struck them, a 2021 Jeep Liberty, was traveling somewhere in the range of 70 miles an hour in a 25-mile-an-hour zone. That vehicle was left close by, and the driver got out and ran away on foot. This made tracking down the driver very easy. Once police started looking at the vehicle, they identified the owner and then linked the vehicle to the driver at the time, 17-year-old Vincent Bataloro. He was brought in for questioning and initially issued 15 traffic tickets and citations for speeding, reckless driving, and leaving the scene of an accident. He was released the night of his interview into the custody of his father while it was being determined if further charges were going to be issued against him. This was because much further investigations had to be done regarding the crash, but not necessarily because of the crash itself, but because of what happened prior to the crash. And those details would bring residents in the area to question the local criminal justice system. You see, Vincent and one of the victims, Maria, had at one time gone to school together. He became obsessed with her, and this turned to him doing things to Maria and her family. On the lower end of those things, he would order pizzas to her house as a prank. Other times, he would sit outside their house and refuse to leave when asked. The stalking and harassment continued so much that Maria's family had to call police multiple times and even sought a restraining order against him, though New Jersey state law mandated that someone under the age of 18 could not have a restraining order placed against them. In school, Maria complained about Vincent to her principal. Her boyfriend even reached out to Vincent, asking him to leave Maria alone. This was met with a threat. He said, "Keep running your mouth, and I'll create your girl's nudes right now," implying he would use AI or Photoshop to create fake nude pictures of Maria to release. The threats, stalking, and harassment continued, moving to a boiling point over more than one occasion where Vincent swatted Maria's house. For those who don't know, swatting is when a false call is placed saying something horrific is happening at a house, something like a shooting or stabbing, with the intention of getting a big police response and disrupting the lives of the people who are being harassed. Most of you are probably asking yourself, if the police were called on him so many times, why wasn't he arrested? That's where the questioning of the criminal justice system comes in. Vincent's father, Jeff, is a retired police officer from the Chatham Police Department. He was the one that Vincent was released to the night of the deadly crash after his interview. That is something that rarely, if ever, would happen with anyone else. Vincent's uncle, Christopher, is the chief of police in the neighboring town of Westfield. Though nothing has been directly said regarding how things were handled, I think it's pretty obvious there was some influence there because of who his relatives are. During one of the swatting incidents, Vincent sat outside in his vehicle and watched the police as they responded. The family fully believed he was responsible and told police that. Police went over to Vincent and talked to him, but ended up letting him go with no charges. Vincent was also a video game streamer with tens of thousands of followers. On YouTube, he made a 22-minute video the day after the crash, offering, quote, his sincerest condolences to those 2 girls lost in that tragic accident, and that he was a nice kid who had been bullied. Things all started lining up for investigators to formally charge him with the correct crime, and that charge ended up being 2 counts of first-degree murder. Vincent had likely been planning this attack for a long time, potentially months. No trial has happened yet, but at the moment, Vincent is still being tried as a juvenile. Prosecutors have the option to move him up and try him as an adult, but at the time of recording this, that hasn't happened. Currently, he's being held in jail without bond. Being that Vincent is still listed as a juvenile, his court proceedings and schedule are confidential. Prosecutors have until December to decide if they will try him as an adult.
Wilson County 1, where is your emergency?
On I-40 East at exit right before mile marker 232.
Okay, is it a wreck on the side of the road?
No, it's not on the side. It needs to be on the side of the road because they're going to get killed. I almost killed them. They're in the second lane from the median. So
they're still in the lane of traffic?
Yeah, with no hazard lights on and a bunch of kids standing between a Suburban and another car, and they're getting ready to get sandwiched and get killed. I almost killed them.
Okay, can I get your name, please, ma'am?
My name is Dana Gill.
All right, Dana, if you'll just stay on the line with me, I'm going to let you talk to the Lebanon Police Department and give them a little more information about the wreck, all right? Just one moment.
Yeah, it's very scary. I mean, I'm watching people.
Just stay on the line. Police and fire emergency, what's your exact location?
I-40 East, just before mile marker 232.
Okay, what's the problem?
The vehicles that are either broken down or whatever do not have hazard lights on. They are in the second lane from the center lane, so 2 lanes from the side of the road. No hazard lights on. They are out of their cars, standing there in between 2 cars, and I almost hit them and killed them. And I'm watching people swerve like crazy. No hazard lights, no warning, and it's dark. Very scary.
All right, and they're eastbound lanes going westbound, or eastbound lanes in the second lane over.
The second lane from the median, from the center, the next to the fast lane, just before mile marker 232. They're probably already hit by now, but I'm past them.
Yeah, no, it's a vehicle crash. That's why they're probably stopped in the roadway. But I've got officers already on the way out there.
Their hazards on because you don't see them until you almost hit. I had to swerve, and if there would have been somebody in the fast lane, I would have hit them.
Yep, I'll let them know.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
The last call we just listened to, it happened very close by me in a neighboring county to mine and a place I lived in for a few years. The call was placed back in 2014 to the Wilson County Sheriff's Department. Wilson County is the next county over from Davidson County, where Nashville is located. Mile marker 232 of Interstate 40, where the wreck happened, was in the area of Lebanon, Tennessee. While the details about what happened are sparse, there are some. From the bits of reports I've seen, it's unknown why those 2 vehicles were stopped in the middle of the interstate, an interstate in which the speed limit is 70 miles per hour. They may have collided and that's why they stopped initially, but if that's why they stopped, that wasn't the last collision. The 2 cars were in a lane of traffic in the dark with no lights or hazard lights on. At highway speeds and where that is, which is a more rural area with no street lights, it would be difficult if not impossible to miss them at the last second. And because of such, 4 vehicles collided with the 2 that were stopped, and it caused multiple injuries and fatalities. A 60-year-old man by the name of Edgar Connolly, a 32-year-old woman by the name of Tamika McDonald, and 24-year-old Zhao Yiding were all injured in the wreck. They were transported to Vanderbilt Hospital with serious injuries. In one of the 4 cars that collided with the stopped cars, a family on their way to Gatlinburg for a vacation. Michael and Monica Cruz and their 2 teenage sons all died as a result of the crash. One driver that was not one of the ones that stopped initially was arrested for DUI and implied consent. From what it looks like, he was not the reason for the death of the Cruz family, and because of such, was released on a $2,500 bond. That was an incredibly tragic end to what was supposed to be a lovely family vacation. That'll do it for this one. I guess my voice mostly held up. Of course, I had to edit out all the hacking coughing I was doing. But don't worry, I'm sure my voice will be back to normal at some point. I've taken the Ron Swanson way of healing. I'm sure there are a lot of you who know who that character is. In an episode of Parks and Rec, he has the flu. He's in his office dressed like he's going into the Arctic. He explains that the night before, he was watching a movie with his stepdaughters in which an orange fish loses his dad. He notices that the girls were sniffling, and he thought it was due to the sad nature of the movie. Turns out it was the flu. So he's in his office with the heat cranked up and dressed like he's about to go ice fishing in the middle of winter. Ann Perkins, a character who was a nurse on the show, asks if he's been drinking plenty of fluids. Ron's reply, plenty, as he refills his glass with scotch. She is appalled and says, no, you need to drink water, and then puts a glass of ice water on his desk. His response, I usually take it neat, but I will make an exception in the name of health. That's when he grabs a single ice cube from the glass and then transfers it to his glass of scotch. I might have to take the same recovery design as Ron, which transitions me to my exit stuff. And if you'd like to help my recovery, go to musiccity911.com and scroll to the bottom of the page for a section that says, buy me a beer. I'll amend that to also buy me a bourbon as well. That's simply a one-time donation you can make in any amount, and I can assure you that'll go to a nice smoky glass of bourbon or scotch. Follow the show on all social media, linked in the show notes, and head over to patreon.com/musiccity911 for ad-free episodes and bonus content, of which members of Patreon should be looking for a bonus coming up soon. Until next time, for Music City 911, I'm Brandon, and y'all have a good one.